Ooh, I press record. I better hurry up and sit down. Okay. Here we go. Morning, friends. It's been about probably a little over a week since I posted anything. Just been doing my thing, taking care of some stuff. Let's see, it is Sunday, a beautiful Sunday morning out here in Mesa. We got hit with 2 days of a pretty heavy rain, heavy deluge. It's been pretty awesome. So right now the weather feels great. It's like in the 70s, low 70s, definite humidity, but it feels cool. Still sweating like a hog though, which is something not strange to me, I guess. But just wanted to upload another video and just reinstate my commitment that I would really like to use this as a journey for weight loss. As you can see, I am a big boy. I've stated that before. So just to kind of get it out there, a little bit of history. My current weigh-in, I'm a little over, I'd say about around 410 pounds. Definitely the most I've ever weighed in my life. It sucks, but it is what it is. And I got here on my own action. I don't blame anybody else. I don't blame the food, fast food joints, or anybody else's actions. It was my choices that brought me here, 100%. So the responsibility and the onus is on me, 100%. Weight has been something that I have been dealing with for a very long time. I mean, ever since I was a kid, really. I was always just a big kid. I was always usually the tallest and just the biggest kid in my class up until about junior high. I was just always a big kid. I did go through, this won't be my first journey in weight loss actually. Back in 2014, at the end of 2014, last week of December actually, if I remember right, I got sick with diverticulitis. No idea what this was or what this thing even existed until I woke up one morning, Friday morning, with severe pain, sharp pain in my lower left abdomen. Originally thought it was maybe like a hernia, but when I kind of put my hand down there, couldn't feel anything. So I wasn't sure, but I started to get sick. I was running a low fever, was feeling nauseous, and then eventually, long story short, I did end up going to the emergency room or the urgent care. And as soon as they touched my side, I was literally tears and pain. And they immediately said, "You need to go to the hospital right now. Something is very wrong." And something was very wrong. I do get to the hospital. They did. It was a CT scan, I believe, and they found that there was a perforation in my lower colon, which essentially means there was an opening that was slowly leaking bile into my abdomen, which was causing me to feel such immense pain, and I was feeling sick. Essentially, I started going septic, but they were able to catch it in time. I did have to spend a week in the hospital, 10 days actually, to clear that up and come to find out all about diverticulitis. For those who don't know, essentially it happens more often with elderly folks, because it's kind of like a wear and tear issue on your colon after so many years. You develop these little pockets called diverticulum, and then those pockets can get filled with waste as waste travels through the colon, but waste can get caught in those, and if it doesn't clear out, they'll get irritated to the point where they'll rupture, and that's what had happened to me. Popcorn is what fucking did me in. But so after that, I spent a week in there. They told me that I have two options. I can I can live with it as much as I can. It was just going to get worse, but I can change my diet and just try to live with it as best as I can up until I needed to do something, which is that if I just let it progress and it just happens on its own, it would have been a much more devastating 2-part surgery, or I can opt for the preventative surgery, which they go in laparoscopic and they just remove that infected part of the colon, sew it back up, you're good to go. And so that was eventually what I ended up doing, but it didn't happen for about another 2 years. 2016 in June is when I had my bowel resection surgery for the diverticulitis. But in order for me to get that surgery, I had to lose about 50 pounds just so the surgery didn't have any problems in healing. And at that time, when I initially got sick, at that time, I was at my highest weight, which was 375 pounds. And then up until I got that surgery about 2 years later for being sick, I was able to lose 125 pounds. I went from 375 down to 250 when I initially had my surgery. And a lot of that happened probably in the last year to 6 months prior to my surgery, as I really buckled down and just put my head to the ground, focused a lot on cardio and a lot of fasting. And sure enough, man, it felt great. I hadn't looked and felt that great in a long time in my life. I got the surgery, and then just after that, I kind of let things go, slipped back into old habits, developed some ongoing complications that I'm still dealing with from the surgery and from going back into my old habits. Long story short, being obese fucking sucks. It's painful. It's constant pain. It's constant anxiety. It's constant frustration about not being able to fit into clothes. How people look at you in public. You're afraid that you might smell bad, so you're constantly just in a state of anxiety of dealing with this. And so I became very reclusive for a long time and just let myself go, unfortunately. And here I am. This is now the results of it. Not only did I put all the weight back on, but I put on much more of that weight. So here I am. And I'm tired, my friends. I'm sick and tired of being fucking sick and tired. And so I need to do something, because I want to live longer. I want to live healthier. I want to be here for my friends and family. I want to be able to see my daughter again and see my family and just show them that I'm not the piece of shit that I feel like that I am all the time, and that I can come through this. It's just hard, my friends. It's really hard, because all the problems that I create for myself are within me. They're within my head. No one's preventing me from getting up every day and taking accountability. I'm preventing myself from doing that. And it sucks to be in a prison that you build yourself, because it's the hardest one to get out of. Because it's so easy to do nothing. It's so easy to point the blame at others instead of looking inward on yourself. And I think that's a huge problem that I think a lot of society is facing. A lot of people don't want to take accountability or any introspection to look inside themselves and be like, you know what? I'm in this position, I'm at where I'm at because of me and my choices. Now, sure, there could be outside things that could affect you. I'm not saying that there aren't shitty people that could fuck with you, but at the end of the day, man, it's essentially your life and your game. You got to play it how you see it. And so that's what I want to do. I don't want to be in this self-built prison anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of not being able to go out because I'm so anxious and I have so much anxiety about what people think and see of me. So yeah, it's a struggle, but I'm hoping doing this will help keep me accountable, and hopefully, maybe, just maybe, I can help inspire other people or something to do it, because this whole idea of being healthy at any size is ridiculous. This whole glorifying fatness is fucking ridiculous, because it's a fucking killer. And one of the biggest killers is the inflammation that you have to deal with being this heavy. I mean, constantly hands swollen, feet swollen. Can't put on shoes and socks because your fucking hands or your feet are swollen. It's ridiculous. But I did start on the path. I actually, believe it or not, I started doing the GLP semaglutide stuff. I tried to get Wegovy through my insurance, but that stuff is crazy expensive. It's like $1,400 a month just out of pocket for that. So of course the insurance is not going to accept it. But thankfully my doctor, being as awesome as he is, sent the prescription over to a compounding pharmacy. And for those of you that aren't aware, compounding pharmacies, the way I understand it, is they help put together specialized medications, and they can also get you medications that deal with just the active ingredients. So I got the semaglutide shot for super cheap, for like $145 for 10 doses for 10 weeks worth of shots, and I titrate up. So I don't start at a super high dose, I start low. I take the shot once a week every Friday, and I build up to it. So it's been awesome. It's helped a lot with my inflammation in my legs and my hands. It's helped a lot with appetite. But that's a problem with me, isn't that I feel hungry all the time. It's just that my anxiety is so much. That's how I deal with my anxiety, is through food. So I could sit there and overeat and not realizing it, because I am such an anxiety state that I'm just eating to quell that pain, that anxiety, that I don't realize I'm overeating until I'm sick. And so with this medication, fortunately a few times I did overeat, and I sure as shit got sick. So I learned. And that's me. And Mom, if you're probably watching this, you know how fucking hard-headed I am. I have to learn shit the hard way all the damn time. So here I am, learning the hard way, as usual. And yeah, so I just wanted to give an update of what's going on, and say thank you for those who are watching, who stop by and see this, and for any support that you guys give. Thank you so much. And again, I know, Mom, you're probably going to watch this, and I want you to know that I love you very much. I don't blame you anymore for things that have gone wrong. I forgive you. I love you. And I do want to see you again sometime soon. So anyway, friends, a lot more to unpack for my story, but that's what it is. It's a story, and I'm going to keep telling it, and I'm going to try to progress and share my progression, and see where this goes. But yeah, anyway, thanks for stopping by again, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Boop, 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 boop.